Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to...
There he goes! Got enough space! And he cruises his way to the house! Touchdown, Michigan!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of you...
There he goes to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes.
Keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job. Now, he's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Running to the left. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying the left side. Spins away from the defense. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And he has 2 touchdowns, doesn't he?
Through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But
oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's the quarterback sneak is.
This game cheating big time. Why does 90 step back? Explain that. Explain why on a goal line defense, my lineman steps back. Bro, this game has done this with a couple of my players. It don't make no sense.
So hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Pretty cool.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
That's the game kind of right it there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. looking to throw on third. Gets it out fast. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big...
What is my man doing? Nigga got pushed. That shit crazy.
Crashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back.
Come on now.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a running room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Power through every play. How are 3 people getting blocked by 2 people? Come on, good. This just don't make no sense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You've got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Come on, man. That is not what I said. It's crazy. Crazy. This game comes with a line, man.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Why are you running that route? That's not even your route.
That's just a great play by the defender, and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
So, it's very cheesy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Power football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. 1st half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
The drinking gotta stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side,
turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets away from one, he's got space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Right on the money. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him.
He got it.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Deep throw off his back foot. Makes the catch on the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard.
Yeah, that was a good boy. I read that one. That's me playing safety. I thought I'd get there in time for the pick, but tackle good enough.
Of the first down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's ball.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for room at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Douglas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The pitch to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's ball. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep...
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in four-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer is a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the toss. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. Inside. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Nebraska.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled there by the defense.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. The throw. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it stops. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Moves around to clear up the vision. This time he's got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 12 to Georgia State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here we go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Yeah, it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Rushes on him. Dances away to buy time. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, got his man downfield. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.